Hey, and welcome to another episode of the Crew Podcast. I am your visionary, Queen Angela. And if you are a diva that's looking to amplify your voice and you're looking for a home, we have space for you. Come on over and join them divas of
Oh, mercy, mercy me. All things ain't what they used to be now. Where did all the blue skies go? Poison is the wind that blows from the north and south and east. Whoa, mercy, mercy me. All things ain't what they used to be now.
At Wings of Transformation Publishing, we are committed to helping our authors reach their goals and pursue their dreams of becoming published authors. We work closely with each author to ensure a successful publishing experience, and we are dedicated to helping them tell their stories in the most meaningful and impactful ways. We look forward to putting you on the path to writing your book.
Because I'm back.
Welcome to the SC Book Gal and Friends Chat. We're going to be talking about the latest in book reviews, author interviews, and life. Come on in and join us. We're ready. Are you?
I know you like that. How long you been back, man? I see the girls in the club, they're getting wild for me. And all the pretty chicks all want to smile at me.
Welcome back. This is your girl, Patrice Grimball, SC Book Gal 843, and it is another Saturday night, you guys. So you know what the deal is. You go ahead and get your paper, your pencil, or like me, your to-be-read notebook, so you can write down this book and this author, and go ahead and add it to your list, okay? So tonight, I brought my friend back, and I call her my friend because this girl stays on Facebook, y'all. She markets her book. She's one of those people that I should follow, but Patrice needs to do better. But her books are awesome. This book right now already has 9 5-stars, y'all. It ain't even that old, okay? Because this is a fairly new one. I mean, the book came out, let's see. What is this? 2024? Is that January? It might be January, February 2024. So this is a fairly new read, but you know my deal. An old book is always a new book to anyone because not everyone has read every book, okay? So I'm going to bring up author Tasha Wrights. Come on up, girlie. Come on.
Hey now.
How are you?
I am wonderful.
So first, welcome.
Thank you.
So y'all, we were talking earlier. I'm in Charleston. She's in Florida. So both of us are having these heat issues. So how bad is the heat where you are?
Girl, the last few days, it's been in the hundreds. Like now, I think today was like 96. So it's hot.
I think today was supposed to go up to 99, 90, somewhere in the upper 90s. I have not left my house. I'm sorry. My air conditioner just kicked back on again. Thank you in the name of Jesus. I can do heat, yo.
I do
but
not
see,
blame
your books kind of have that same effect on me.
Oh, now.
So we're gonna have to talk about this book, Favors, and Miss Anika. Am I saying her name right?
You sure are.
Okay, but first, before we get to Anika, we got to find out about Ms. Wright. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am an author. I've been an author since 2022 in April. I broke out with my first book, which is The Code Keepers, Isha Side A, which is a 10-book hood literature street book. And I have 5 more that I've already released. So there's a total of 6 out there already.
So you
And we're
just
still working. So we are almost done.
ooh,
But I'm a writer. I'm a poet. I also have romance books out. I have an erotic book out that we talked the last time about, which is Strong Addiction. And this is considered a romance book. So Favors is a romance book. I have another one out called Mind of a Writer. And that one it'll be next week. It'll be free on Amazon. So if you have not read any books from me, I have 2 books that will be free next week. It's going to be part of a book event, but it will be free on Amazon as well. Let's see. I'm a mother. I'm a wife. I have 2 kids. I have a 15-year-old and I have a about to be 22 years old next month. Yes.
girl, look at here. What
I knew you was gonna
them
say.
cute cheekbones? What are you talking about? You got a baby that old?
Yes, ma'am. 22. She'll be 22 on the 2nd of July.
Well, happy birthday, sweetheart.
Yes. So that's about it. I have a total of 11 books out. Let me say that. I have 11 books out. And more to come. I have a few more books I'm releasing this year, and I decided like about a month ago that I will be releasing a book every month next year. So yeah.
Okay, so I'm seeing all these genres that you are walking over. Okay, so
Mm-hmm,
I'm hearing romance, I'm
mm-hmm,
hearing erotica, and I'm hearing street.
mm-hmm.
Out of those 3, which is your favorite to write and why?
My favorite to actually write is probably a romance. I just discovered that too recently. I have been, when I started 2 years ago, I was just kind of writing. And I wasn't sure which one I was comfortable with or which genre I like more. I love hood books, so I can't even lie. That's why I got 6 of them out already. But I see myself growing. And so with growth, I'm seeing a development in my writing, and I seem to enjoy writing romance novels. I love relationships, and I'm also a poet. So, with being a poet, and I call myself a hopeless romantic, then my books are starting to reflect that as well. So, I think that's where we're going to be headed in my new season because I just had a birthday last week. So, this will be my new season going forward.
Ooh, well, happy birthday, happy birthday. So
Thank
I'm gonna be a
you.
little nosy. What'd you do for
Thank
your
you.
birthday?
My
What you do
birthday
for
is
your
June 7th.
Okay, so what
It was
did you
on
do?
Friday. Well, I didn't do too early too much or nothing. I went to the movies. I did see Bad Boys. It was good. I went out
Okay.
to the beach, kind of hung out a little bit, and I got some dinner. My family treated me to dinner. Um, what I do? I just relaxed. I didn't do too much of nothing. I just wanted to be outside because I'm always indoors writing all the time. How you think I got all these 11 books? I went outside too much, so I had to come, inside. So now it's time to go outside. I took a little break, so I went out outside for a minute and just kind of, enjoyed life a little bit, and then I came back. So
So all these books. Now we talking about favor, Miss Anika. Now I have never read a book that had entrepreneurship as in hair products and beauty products. That's a first. I've always read books where she's a hairstylist
hmm
or she's a model or she um, uh, real estate. That's another one that's popular in the
hmm
African American book sector.
yeah.
So, what in the world gave us the hair products and the skin line? Where did that come from?
Well, my husband, he's an entrepreneur slash hustler. We just gonna put it out there. He gonna kill me for this too. So, so he is constantly in stuff, like trying to do something, getting something going all the time. And he came up with an idea of this company for us to do together. He was going to, get these skin line products, and he was going to actually introduce them to all of you, and we were going to get this line started. So this is funny, and this is how this story. That's how I got the name for her product line, which is called Skin Cosmos, because we were trying to think of a name of the product line, and that's what it was. But we sat on it, and we hadn't really used it. So I was writing this book, and I thought about a position for Anika. And I said, you know what? She needs to be an online influencer slash boss slash, I need something that is that will make her that on that level, and to the point where she's like, constantly wondering about what's going on, having her input and everything. And so I asked my husband, I said, are you okay if I use the name Skin Cosmos as her product line? And he was like, no, I don't care, he don't care. So I was like, all right. So I put it on there, and that's how she came about.
Oh,
But I
that
had to
is
think of something because
neat.
I know in social media, health and beauty is probably top tier as far
Yes.
as everything. So I definitely wanted to make her to, especially with all the things that she does in this book. I have to make sure that she has enough paper to do the things that she wants to do.
Enough paper. She's on her way to a billionaire status. How you mean enough paper? She got it
Hmm.
going on.
Yeah, her products
So
are the bomb.
seems like Anika is having the same problem that everybody else is having.
Hmm.
That trying to find a man problem.
Hmm.
Uh, tell us a little bit about Anika and where where she's going with trying to find a man. Don't give away the book now. Don't do that. But try to help
Okay.
us out that need a man. Maybe we can have a,
All right.
you know.
Well, so Miss Anika, her problem, she has dated men previously, but she has the problem that, like you said, other women have, where he's not all the way complete. It's always something missing, and she is upset about it. And she making too much money for her not to have all the things that she wants. And so Miss Anika decides to have this thing called favors. And she is looking for everything top tier. And I mean top tier. He got to have skills on all levels. So basically, what is happening here is she's building the perfect man with several men. She's getting all her treats and everything from all different types of men that have one specific job. And that's how this is coming about. So she has a schedule that these men are to follow, and she pays them for these favors that so she can have them whenever she wants.
Okay, I'm gonna be totally honest, everybody. I have not read the book, so that's why y'all see the look of what the devil. so
So she
wow.
basically, so what's
Okay.
basically happening? So what's basically happening is if she has about three to four dudes that she visits regularly, and yeah, they give her what she's paying them for, and that's what's
And I bet
happening.
you she's gonna fall in love with one of them. Minute.
Well, the kicker in this book is she has a bodyguard, and her bodyguard duty is to protect her body. And so when she goes to do favors, he is with her. And basically, what's happening, he has saved her a couple times. So he's like the Superman to her Lois Lane. And she's had since she makes all this money, she's gotten attacked. She's gotten almost robbed. And so basically, she had changed his contract so that he can be with her everywhere she goes. And I didn't mean everywhere. He's in the bedroom also while things are going down. Because because she don't trust these dudes that she's with because of her previous encounters with her being robbed. So she has a issue. And so she hired a bodyguard to protect her, and he is to be there everywhere she goes. And he takes her everywhere she goes to her appointments. Her falling in love is with the bodyguard.
I was I was trying to hold that in for the longest. Like they say, the one you need is the one right under your nose, but you just don't see. Okay. So I want to know what in the world gave you the idea of this book favors? Because what you're telling me, this is like some lifetime BET plus stuff right here. So please explain to me, how did you come up with this crazy idea?
Well, remember we talked the last time, and I told you I had a book that I got from a hip hop song from Nas. And Nas had this song where he had put together a perfect a woman, his one. And he named several celebrities and their particular features, and he made this woman and he rapped about it in the song. So when I listened to it, I said, now this would be dope for a woman to pick her perfect dude. And so,
Oh,
since I'm a writer and not a rapper, I decided to make this into a book and make it an interesting type of deal where she has money and she can actually do these type of things and get away with it. She has contracts, everything. Oh, she's not playing. She's not playing. She wants what she wants when she wants it. She's definitely a boss when it comes to this.
that's crazy. That is literally crazy. Like I do remember us talking about the Nas and the
Yeah.
song, and that was like what the latter part of last year.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Up with this already,
Mm-hmm.
and it's
I told
just
you I had a book.
juicy.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't lie. You ain't never lie. But we gonna take a commercial break, and you know we gonna come back because I got some more questions. Cause see, I want to know how she did it. I want to know. So we're gonna take a break, you guys. We're coming back to talk to Miss Tasha Wright about Anika and her favors. Okay, y'all come back. Okay. But we'll keep on going. We'll keep on going until she gets it. So okay, why bring the bodyguard? Why not use one of the other men that she had? Why get the unsuspected sorry bodyguard dummy that's actually sitting down here watching all this? Like,
Oh, he has a full attitude too. He is not happy with it. So we have an issue, and they have what is called a love-hate relationship, her and the bodyguard. So this is how this is all working. He hates the idea of all these favors. He hates every last one of these guys. He's told her about it. She does not care. She's gonna do her. And so that's where there lies the issue. But he's getting paid, so he has to do what she is required from him to do. But it's tiring, believe me. And we get to a point where he's like, you know what, I'm done. I can't, because he's falling in love with her. And she doesn't know that he's secretly in love with her. Well, he has hints. He does kind of, and she kind of just waves it off. But there's a reason for her throwing it off, because she said that in her past, she's dated guys and they've all been disappointing in certain areas. So she didn't trust him at all, like as far as being the perfect guy. And the whole time he was always there.
see, man, I'm through with you right now. I'm just through with you with this book here. Because I see if I read this book, I'm gonna be fussing at this book because I'm gonna be mad that the bodyguard is taking all this. Like, this is your woman. You want her. It's like I'm, like I told you, I'm a different world fanatic. I'm thinking Whitney when she was dating uh Byron and the other guy she was going out with just to make Dwayne jealous. Like, this your woman, go after your woman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is what I'm feeling. So can you tell us what you're saying? This is romance. What makes this romance? Because I'm getting a little bit of spicy, like erotic. So why do you think that this should be in the category of romance?
Okay. Well, the reason why is because it was a couple things that are happening in the book. Well, she has girlfriends, and she goes on a birthday weekend getaway with her girlfriends. They have been trying to get her to go out because she's so into her work, because she loves her that's her baby. The health and beauty skin cosmos, that's her baby. She don't want nobody touching it. She the boss. Okay. That's just basically how it goes. And she's always constantly in the mix. So her friends are trying to get her out of it. She hates her birthdays. She has a problem with her birthdays. So this is her birthday weekend. They're trying to get her out of the house. So they
Mhm.
arranged this birthday getaway with the bodyguard who knows her like the back of his hand. And he helps with aiding to get her birthday to get her to away to this birthday getaway that she did is totally against. They had to kind of sneak her into getting into the airplane and going. But when she gets there, she realizes how much she needed it. And at the same time, what makes it a romance is during this getaway, her feelings surface about her
About
bodyguard.
time. I mean,
So
Jesus.
she actually has feelings for her bodyguard, but she's been kind of brushing them off because she doesn't really think that he is the perfect man for her. And he turns out to be just that.
This is like some Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner and the Bodyguard type stuff. You know, at the end when she gets off the plane and she runs back to him, and
Hmm.
that
Yeah,
little
so
lovey
this is
dovey.
basically happening in this book. And on top of that, her friend ends up finding romance and love as well. So um, she falls
Oh,
in love with his assistant who takes his place, because it's a long story with this book, because he actually leaves and he's like done. And he leaves and does his own thing because he realizes that Anika doesn't respect him, and that's why she won't move forward with him, because he works for her, and she considers him beneath her as far as, he's not a boss, she's a boss. So he bosses up.
okay,
And he
okay.
knows he has to come at her correctly. So that's what happens.
So let me ask you a question. Now we talked last year.
Hmm.
What is the biggest change that you've seen in your writing career from last year to now?
Well, one thing is what we just talked about as far as my season happening. My writing has definitely matured. I can see that. Me and my editor talk about this all the time. Character development has been a real big thing for me that I have been working hard at trying to do, and it's showing up in my books. And I'm loving that, because with the character development, I can build this wonderful world around that, and it just goes, and I love it. And that's how I ended up coming up with this book, because I built Anika up first, and I knew by her being a boss, I had to have a man to match her, not to the point where he had to be a boss, but he eventually be bossed up and she had no choice but to accept him as an equal. So, and I thought that was a great idea to do. But then on top of that, her sexual favors have, yeah, that was interesting to me. Because all of these, like, there's three different guys. Basically, it's four, but I only talked about three in the book detailed. But one of them, he is also a potential, but he doesn't really get a whole bunch of shine in the book, because I was like, you know what, I think I'm good with these three. So nobody knows that her trainer is actually a potential as well, but he only has a small cameo in the book, because by the time I was about to introduce him, stuff was going down. I was like, we just need to go ahead and get on to
Yeah.
the good stuff. So so yeah, so that's what's basically happening in the book, and that's how I think that's one of the things that has happened for me, is the character development, and that I'm switching into the more like the next book I have coming out is an urban life book, and I enjoyed that so much. I really did. When I wrote that book, I was like, I really do. I was so comfortable. I did it with ease, and so it was just like, okay, I'm enjoying this. So the urban life and romance is kind of growing on me a lot. So that's what's changed since last year.
Okay, so now you said urban life. That's the first time
Mm,
ever hearing it.
I
You got to
know.
explain to me what urban life is. What is that?
Well, urban life is just the life. just regular life, just regular life that everybody lives day to day with issues and problems and things that are going on, just in their life. Like for instance, the book that's coming out now, it's a mother that's narrating the book, and
Okay.
she has five sons that she's trying to get to the altar. And so that's
Oh
basically what's
Lord.
happening. And
Five.
so the urban life is them going through life to get to the altar.
Oh Lord, she said five. Lord, not
Mm.
one. She got five of them.
She got
So
five. She's an older woman, so she got five grown sons.
so does when you say urban life, does this have the grittiness of the street, or is this
Mm-mm.
just regular urban contemporary? Because I love how the
Yeah.
way you said urban life, and I think I'm gonna take that one from you and use it at work. Hope you don't mind, because
Go
a
ahead.
lot of people, when I say urban contemporary, they're thinking, "What in the world is contemporary?" But when you say
Hmm.
urban life, that simplifies it way to the point
Hmm.
I think they can grasp it real quick. So,
Right.
matter of fact, how did you even come up with that term urban life?
I'm. I don't know. See, the type of writer I am, I just write. And this is the thing that my editor tells me all the time. She said you need to figure out what type of genre you're writing before you write, because my mind just goes. And then before I end the book, then we're like, okay, so what kind of genre is this? Because I just write stories, and I tell people that I write stories, and they become what genre they're supposed to be. So when I'm
Okay.
writing, I'm like I told you, I developed the character, I built the scene, and I'm just writing. I don't have nothing in specific, nothing in particular that I'm looking for. I don't. And now I will take that back, because now when I did Strong Addiction, I was definitely going for erotic at that time. But the rest of my books, I just wrote, and I'm like, okay, sounds like good. This sounds like it's pretty good. I'm gonna just go with this, and I'm like, okay, so what genre is this? Because I'm trying to just go through and figure out which one is close to anything in that genre. So, and I tell people all the time, I said I got plenty of genres. Don't put me in a box, because I have no idea what I'm gonna write. I don't know what this pen is gonna write. I mean, I have several other genres on the way too, and that's why I said I'm growing now and I'm in my new season. And I'm really tapping into the romance right now. And I have a dark romance that's going to come up too. I have that too as well. I'm
So,
already
okay,
working on it.
if you can write a book with any author from a different genre than you write yourself, what would the genre be, and who would the author be?
I have reached out to two authors that are my favorites. And I want to do another one after I read his book first, because I want to read his book. I'm in the process of actually reading his book, and I'm like, I think I will do good collabing with him. But one of them is um, Yvette Wilson, Takara Yvette Wilson. I want to. I reached out to her, and she does romance too, but I think she does. I think she has an erotic book that she's working on as well, but she does everything. And so I'm like, it don't matter what it is. I'm like, I think I can work with her.
Okay.
My other person, he kind of writes what I write for the most part. He's stepping into romance right now. He just released a romance book, and that's Arthur King Benjamin, and I mentioned him before on the
I've heard of
on our
him.
last interview, because he was my first
Yeah.
person I ever wrote or ever read as far as urban fiction, and so
Yeah.
I enjoy writing his books. Now he has a lot of books, but I think. Like I said, he just tapped into romance, so that would be kind of cool to do. And my other one is one of your favorites, which is Keith Kareem Williams, and I'm reading his book
Yes,
now.
that's my literary baby daddy. I
Yes.
love his work. I always tell him, I said, "You my literary baby daddy." He's like, "I ain't never had nobody say nothing like me." How do you explain that, Trees? I said, "Because when you write a book, it feels like you gave birth to the baby, and I'm the mama, and I'm carrying this baby around. So literary baby daddy." So, but Keith, excuse me for a sec. You need to come on my show and stop playing around now. I already tell you a couple
Mm-mm.
of times, don't make me come find you. Okay.
Get them trees. Yeah,
So what
he's
else?
been pretty busy lately, I know.
Oh my God. He's trying to, not he's trying, he's filming. And
Mm,
I've followed his career oh my God, it's, I think when we were Readers in Motion, so that has to be, my son is 21 now, so that has to be over like
Mm.
15 years that I've been following his career. We all been friends. We started a book club. Then everybody started to become authors. And I'm like, I can't do that with y'all. Um, and I was like, look, I can't do it. So that's how that became. So, my last question for you, my dear, is where do you see your literary career going?
Sorry.
You're okay. Where do you
I kept hearing a
see?
noise and I'm like, what the heck?
I thought I heard a tss. I was like, if there's a snake anywhere around here, I'm running. All y'all can see is nothing. So my question to you is, where do you see your literary career going in 20? Well, how do you see it? Let me rephrase this question because it's not ending, but how do you see it um concluding 2024? Because
Okay.
we're at the halfway mark. We only got half of the year to go. So where do you want that career to go for that remainder of the year?
Okay. Well, in this halfway mark, I have 3 books I released already. So, and I have, I think, 3 more. They're already read. They're already written. They're ready to go. I'm just waiting to get to a release date. So, as of right now, I'm getting towards, I'm going towards, like I told you earlier, I'm going to be releasing a book a month starting next year. So, I'm in the process. I think I got the last book that I'm going to be releasing this year. I'm still working on, it's almost done. Um, and then after that, it's just going to be a book a month. I'm challenging myself, or have been challenging myself, because I love writing. I mean, my pen name is Tasha Rice, and it's not that for, you know, on purpose. It's because I write, and that's all I do. I enjoy writing. It's one of my uh, things that I do when I want to relax. I just want to, have peace. I write. And that's all I've been doing. And as we approach the end of this year, I will have a total of 6 books done this year. And I think I put a post up today, and I told my readers, I said, listen, please bear with me as I go through my new season. I'm laying down my foundation is what I'm doing. And so I can get into the things that I am comfortable with writing as of now. Like I said, I've developed characters. I've been good with that, and I enjoy doing that. And the stories that I have coming, oh my God, I'm a thinker, so I think outside the box
Oh, Lord.
all the time. So with favors, that's how favors got developed, because I'm thinking outside the box all the time. What is out here that nobody has, or what is out here that nobody's talking about, or what is out here that, or I just pop up on something and I'm like, okay, yeah, this will be a good book. I'm about to write about this particular topic. Um, so I'm constantly doing that. Now I have a laptop full of books that I'm still working on. These books that are being released are part of that catalog, and
Okay.
these were done like two years ago, and I'm just now getting them completed so I can push them out, so I can bring some other things that I've been thinking about and ideas that I've had, about certain books. But not to say that these books have not been ideas, because favors I haven't seen in the industry at all, as far as anybody writing a book about that. So some of these ideas that I have are just new to everyone else. And what they say, new to you, old to me. Like I wrote favors 2 years ago, and it's just now coming out in January. So,
No, you
so
didn't.
yeah.
No, you did not, because it reads like the little bit of parts I've been read that I was able to read. It didn't read like you did this 2 years ago.
Oh, that's a
So,
long story in itself. If you ask my editor, we sat there, and basically this is what happened with Favors. Favors was a promo book. I wasn't
okay.
even going to release this book. It was just a little promo book I did, and I was going to release to my reading group or whatever, or whoever, just to let them see that I could write. And so, but it was jacked up. And when I say jacked up, I'm talking about I probably just did. It was like a rough draft. Man, my editor got that book. She looked at it. She said, oh girl, this book needs some work. But I was like, I'm so sorry. After I didn't realize it because, like I said, I wrote it 2 years ago, and my pen was just like I was just writing. I wasn't. It wasn't anything that I was like, okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and make sure this is perfected the right way. No, I was just writing. I literally just. It looked like I was jotting notes in this particular book when I first did it. So when I sent it to her, she was like, and I was like, I had to apologize to my editor. I said, oh, I am so sorry. I did
Oh,
not know it was that jacked up. Now, what happened and the finished product that you see is when I went back. So yeah,
okay.
it's polished now, but it was not like that 2 years ago.
So you're always
So
talking about
I had some work.
this editor. Can you shout out this editor? It seems like she doing the thing with you. Do you want to give her a shout out?
Oh, I sure will. I give her.
Please
I
do.
gave. Listen, she's in the book. I gave her a shout out in this book. I think she's probably in 3 of my books. Oh my God. That I can tell you definitely Tam Jernigan is my editor. Love her to death. And I say that. And that's no exaggeration. I ain't doing this for y'all. She has been there step by step from my first book to now. And I have learned so much from her. And this is and Tam, I know you watch it, so this is your flowers. Go and accept them. This is what we doing. So yes, she
Yes.
is my editor. She is great. Like she is a coach. She's an editor. She's a friend. She is always there. When I want to talk about my book, all I got to do is, hey, what you doing? What you think about this? She like, oh girl, yes, that's my friend. That's my friend. She like I said, we talk all the time about all my books, all the characters. She's helped me a lot. But shout out to Tam Jernigan, who is my editor. Love her to death.
Well, hi, Tam Jernigan. You keep pushing her. You keep reading. Thank you. So while we're closing down, you got to give us the rundown. Your readers group, your Facebook. Yeah, I think you're on TikTok, right?
I am.
All right. So just give us the whole rundown.
All right. On Facebook, I am author Tasha Writes. I also have Tasha Creates. I know a lot of people are on that one too. That's my backup page, but I'm on that too. So when you see posts on author Tasha Writes, it's going to be on there too. So that's Facebook. Instagram, I am Tasha_Writes or at Tasha_Writes on Instagram. TikTok, I think I'm author Tasha Writes on there as well. I think it's author Tasha. Yeah, author Tasha Writes. And TikTok, I am author Tasha Writes on there. And I'm on Threads too. I think it's Tasha_Writes on there as well. And YouTube. I'm Tasha Writes on there, I think.
All right now. Well, y'all got the rundown. I'm telling you, this is one of those authors, one of those you need to watch authors, okay? And you heard it here first. Okay, people.
No.
So I personally would like to thank you for joining me tonight. Favors, y'all. The book is unique. I've never seen anything like this in the book. Look at that dude. Hold up, dude in the background. That's
Yes.
from.
And it's on audio. So the book is also on Audible on audio. It's on Amazon, it's on iTunes, and it's on Audible. I just recently did that before the interview. So like about,
Oh,
I think I just had
snap.
it. I think it was just done 2 or 3 weeks ago. I got approved. So yes, it is also on audio. So you have an audio book as well. You can listen to
Now,
it and you can
see,
act a fool.
that's me at work. Now, me and Audible, we didn't have a good relationship because I always forget to use my credits. So I've
Mm.
been using like Hoopla, and then my library has one that's called Overdrive, and I love
Oh,
those. Oh my God, I find books in there. I'm like, Lord, Pete, like a book that has gunshots in the background. What y'all playing with? And other stuff making noise in the background. I'm like, yo, are you serious? But thank you, because a lot of people do not think about the audiobook world. And I really wish that African American authors would look into that world and see how much um, growth there could be in the capability of that. I mean, you have the normals, you have the Zane, the Eric Jerome Dickey, but a lot of the newer authors, they're not looking into audiobooks.
Mm.
And I think that is like almost the way to go, especially I work at a library, so I really don't have the time to sit up and actually hold the book. But
Mhm.
I'll walk around with an earpiece in my ears all day listening to a book and staring at the patron like, could you please? Okay, lady, what did you just say just now? so, so thank you for even
You.
looking into that RAM. So y'all, we got Kindle, we got Audible, iTunes. Can they purchase the book directly from you? Do you have a website?
I do. My website is www.tashawrites.com, and the
All
books
right,
are there.
there you go, you guys. Tasha Wright in favors. That's all I can say. That's all I will say. Because I know I'm going to be going back and reading this book. Like
Mm.
that strange addiction.
Strong
You
addiction.
strong addiction. You so wrong for that. But me and you gonna talk about that later. We might have to do a Zoom meeting about that book and see.
Oh well, just to let you know, there will be a spinoff next year that I will be releasing. So one of them couples is getting a book. Hmm.
Who can you please tell me which one, please?
Quincy and Strict are getting a book next year. I will be writing a spinoff to Strong Addiction next year. So yes, and oh my goodness, I can't wait to write. Now,
Them
even though I
two,
said that my favorite was romance and earth, I love writing erotic. Now, don't tell me, don't. Hey,
they've been a hot mess in that book. Like,
mm, just wait till you see what happens in the spinoff, because Quincy has not properly proposed. So yeah, that's going down.
y'all know what? It's another Saturday night because she done opened up another can of worms, and we gonna be. You's a bad. You shut your mouth. You's a bad one. Okay, you know that, right?
Yeah, we gotta come back. We gotta come back. Oh, just wait till my next book releases next month. We coming back. We got a schedule because this next one is very. Even though I said urban life, oh, we gonna need to talk about this one. These five
I
brothers ain't
said,
no joke. They no joke.
oh,
They ain't no joke.
see,
Hmm.
it's another Saturday night, another wonderful guest. Y'all go get the book, follow her. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. Next week, I got another author, Jody Swift. Okay, y'all, she's another good one. Me and her gonna be sitting down here. We're gonna be chatting. Thank you, Miss Tasha Wright.
You are
Another
welcome.
Saturday night. Love you
Yes.
guys. Be good. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you for joining us tonight. We hope you found a new book to read or a new author to explore. Join us again in 2 weeks for SC Book Gals and Friends Chat. Have a good evening.